In the valley of Elah, under a sky heavy with impending conflict, two armies stood poised for battle. The Philistines, confident and boisterous, arrayed themselves on one hill, while the Israelites, uncertain and fearful, occupied the other. From the Philistine ranks, a champion emerged, a figure of immense size and terrifying presence. It was Goliath of Gath, a giant warrior whose body was encased in gleaming bronze armor and whose voice boomed across the valley, mocking the armies of Israel and their God. His taunts echoed, challenging any man to single combat, with the fate of their nations hanging in the balance. A wave of fear washed over the Israelite camp. Soldiers seasoned in battle now cowered behind rocks, their faces pale with dread. None dared to answer the giant's challenge. Into this scene of despair walked a young shepherd named David, who had come to the front lines to bring provisions for his older brothers. Unlike the soldiers, David's face showed not fear but a quiet determination rooted in unwavering faith. He heard Goliath's blasphemous jeers and was incensed. King Saul, hearing of the boy's courage, offered him his own royal armor, a heavy, ornate set of bronze. David tried it on, but it was cumbersome and unfamiliar. He respectfully declined, choosing instead the simple tools he knew best, his staff and his humble shepherd's sling. He then made his way to a nearby stream, the clear water flowing over his hands as he carefully selected 5 smooth stones, each one a potential instrument of divine will. With nothing but his sling, his staff, and his faith, David walked out onto the open field, his steps sure and confident as he approached the towering Goliath. The giant scoffed at the sight of the young boy, cursing him and promising to feed his flesh to the birds. The camera follows David's arm as he places a stone in his sling and begins to whirl it. Faster and faster, a blur of motion against the tense landscape. With a final, powerful swing, he let the stone fly. An extreme close-up captures the single, smooth stone as it soars through the air and strikes Goliath squarely on his forehead, sinking deep into his skull. The colossal warrior swayed for a moment, his eyes wide with disbelief, before crashing to the ground with a thunderous thud that shook the valley floor. A collective gasp rose from both armies. Seeing their champion fall, the Philistines were seized by a sudden panic. Their disciplined ranks dissolved into chaos as they turned and fled in terror. The final shot frames David, a lone shepherd boy, standing victoriously over the fallen giant. As if on cue, the sun broke through the heavy clouds, its golden rays illuminating the unlikely hero and heralding a new dawn for Israel.